Super excited about this. We're doing St. Louis style ribs. St. Louis ribs are basically spare ribs. Seems to be the cut that they like the most in St. Louis. They also like to do their barbecue over open smoke kind of grill style. So you have smoke and you have all those great flavors imparting, but you're hitting it on a little bit higher heat. We're going to do a little combo of that. We're going to start on the grill and then we're going to finish in the oven for foolproof roasting and gorgeous ribs. They're going to be so tender and delicious. I'm going to show you guys real quick how I season these up. I get them pretty good and covered in seasoning. This is a seasoning that I like to use for pork especially, but I also really like this on salmon. Just getting these nice and evenly coated. I'm going to give them a little rub before I hit them on the grill behind me. And then we're going to go in the oven with them. The seasoning has brown sugar, garlic, little cumin, black pepper, lots of black pepper, I love that stuff, salt, and then I put a little bit of cinnamon. I like, not so much where you're like, holy cinnamon, more like, do you get cinnamon? I think I get, like that little question mark spice that I like so much that just drives a little thought into what you're eating. So we have these nice and coated guys. You can let those sit for like 5-10 minutes so they get stuck to the meat. All that good spice gets stuck to the meat. But we're just going to get at it right now. So look at those things. Freaking huge, gorgeous. So much meat on spare ribs. So those are going to go on the grill. Give them some nice caramelization. A little bit of smoke's going to pop up. At the same time, guys, while my hands are kind of meaty, I'm going to show you guys how we're going to get the lamb going for the next course. So in a little dish, I have lots of black pepper, salt, a little bit of garlic, chili powder, and then I also use a little bit of curry, just a kiss. Again, like not going to be like curried lamb, going to be like spice lamb with kisses of curry, chili powder, a little bit of sugar in here too, just a touch. I like balance of sweet and salt. And those are just nicely coated, just like that, easy peasy. This is lamb shoulder that we've cut into like 4 or 5 ounce pieces like that. That's gonna get hit on the grill as well, and then we're gonna finish in a braise in the oven. The same time we're doing the pork ribs to make that easy, right there. So these are going on the grill as well. Okay, we've had our St. Louis ribs that have been rubbed in that beautiful spice rub, grilled on the grill. I have those. They've got some beautiful colors, some beautiful marks, great caramelization, that grill flavor, that smoke, all up in there. We're going to put those in a pan, cover, 325 degrees, about 2 hours. And we're going to have some gorgeous, tender, right around fall off the bone, but still have some give, but so tender, just beautiful ribs. Then we're going to take those out and we're going to hit those with a Creek lambic glaze, shallot, black pepper, a cherry sour beer, a little bit of sugar, and a little bit of stock to help this kind of glaze come together. We're going to cover the ribs with that, hit it in the oven one more time to get it bubbling, and then heaven happens, and you're going to be stoked. We're going to put together a salad real quick. A little kind of green papaya slaw is what we're going for here. So we have some green papaya, we have cilantro. We're doing a little bit of apple pear in here as well, Korean pear. If you have a little something that can create julienne for you like this, these are great because boom, your strips, your cuts are already done and it's just super easy. If you don't have something like that to make julienne with, you can just make a little slice like that, and then you're just going to try and cut this as small as you can so that you end up with ribbons, kind of julienne strips like that. So just boom, 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 with a nice thin sliced bit of green papaya, and you end up with that same kind of shredded look. Boom, we have our papaya set aside. We're doing the same thing with the apple pear. That's going to add a lot of juiciness and gorgeous liquid, a little bit of pleasant sweetness. Same thing, julienne, perfect. I'm doing the same thing with a little bit of onion, as thin as you can, and then I'm actually going to dice the onion. So thin, and then I'm going to hit it one more time. That's going to kind of just coat each little strip of julienne papaya and apple pear. That's just nicely diced. Boom, set aside. I'm taking my cilantro and chopping that. Herbs, sweetness. That green papaya doesn't have a lot of sweetness, but it has some crunch to it. A really nice vehicle for this little miso mustard vinaigrette that we're going to put together here. So about a fat teaspoon of miso, about the same of a little bit of Dijon mustard. We're going to do about 2 tablespoons of rice wine vinegar. I like mirin a lot, so I'm going to put about a tablespoon of mirin for some sweetness. And then just a touch of olive oil, a little bit of olive oil. And we're going to bring this together. This is going to be our slaw dressing. So really nice, light, bright. You know, we're going up against this kind of fatty, gorgeous, meaty rib that's going to be really rich and decadent, have this beautiful glaze on it. We want to put something with this that's going to kind of cut that, give you some acidity to break up the gorgeousness and decadence. Boom. Have that set. All my slaw ingredients go in the bowl. My onions, my cilantro, my papaya. I'm going to take about a tablespoon of that dressing. And we have our beautiful green papaya slaw all set to go. That's going to go on the side. You're going to get these beautiful bites of rib with that sour cherry, black pepper, and shallot glaze. And then you're going to take a bite of this for a break and then get back at the ribs and then another bite of this and another bite of that. Woo! It's going to be delicious. All right, let's go make the glaze real quick. Follow me. Okay, here we are. At the stove, we're going to be doing our little cherry lambic glaze. Little shallots in the pan right now. A little bit of olive oil. We're going to get that caramelizing really nice. Then we're going to add our... I set this aside in like a little jar here and keep myself from drinking it because it's delicious. We're using St. Louis Creek, which is a Belgian lambic done with cherries. A little bit of sweetness in this creek as well. We're going to add a little bit of sugar. We're going to add some stock, and we're going to bring this all down, letting the shallots kind of caramelize and wake up, open up, add their gorgeous aroma to the air above the stove because, my gosh, it smells so good. And those are getting gorgeous right there. We don't need to caramelize these brown and bring out any sugars. We're looking for that oniony flavor to offset the sweetness of the lambic and the sugar we're going to add to this. All right, they've sweated pretty nicely. We're going to go ahead and add our gorgeous, oh my gosh, that adds such great aroma to the air. My gosh, lots of great flavor is going to be happening here. We're going to reduce that a little bit, let the alcohol cook out, and then we're going to add a little bit of stock and some sugar. And we're going to bring that down till it's kind of slightly coating the back of a spoon. We're going to put that on the rib and throw that in the broiler and get these beautiful caramelized, gorgeous cherry sour ale bubbles happening. And it's going to be out of control good. Adding a little stock now and a couple tablespoons. Adding a savory aspect to this as well. And then we're going to go ahead and add our sugar. About 2 tablespoons as well. That's going to come up really nice. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and pull out my ribs that have been cooking for 2 hours. 2 hours, gorgeous and delicious. Woo boy! Woo boy, boy, boy! Smelling so good, you guys. Check this out. Ooh, hot, 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 hot. They pulled away from the bone there a little bit, showing themselves, ready to roll. Gorgeous brown, all that great spice has just infused itself into that beautiful rib, St. Louis style. That is going to be good. I want to just like yank on this and start gnawing, but I'm going to wait and be patient. I'm going to set this stuff aside. I'm going to use this pan to go back in the oven, and we're going to broil that glaze onto hot, caliente. Wait! My gosh. Set that aside. Let this glaze reduce a bit more. Again, you're looking for that to just coat the back of a spoon. That sugar's gonna help that happen. Reduce, oh my gosh, I almost forgot black pepper. I'm a black pepper monkey, as they say. So we're going in like 70 cranks. But honestly, like a tablespoon is what I'd like to see, because I like those black pepper chunks to kind of sit on top of the ribs, so I get that little hit of heat. That's probably about 20 cranks right there. We're looking pretty good right here already. Those bubbles are starting to get slower. You can see those bubbles kind of bloop, bloop, bloop. And that's when you know that sauce is thickening up real nice. Still a little liquidy. We'll let that go for another second or two. And then I'm gonna grab a brush, and we're gonna get that rocking onto the rib and in the broiler. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. Now, if you guys are picking this up at the pub, I'm gonna have this sauce already set for you, and all you're gonna be doing is this basically. Your rib will be ready to rock. If you're getting this up at home, you're gonna add your sauce, your glaze to the rib. Boom, just like that. Coat that up real nice. Get those onion bits on there, those shallot bits. Those are gonna get gorgeous in the broiler too. And we're going in, top rack, broil, about 2 minutes, and we have our meal ready to rock. Our St. Louis style rib, that beautiful black pepper, shallot, lambic glaze, out of control, going with a papaya salad. It's gonna be delicious. Let's go plate up. Look at how good these turned out, you guys. Beautiful St. Louis style spare ribs, coming off the bone, out of control, delicious. We hit these on the grill with that spice, got some caramelization. My mouth just went waterfalls. Got some great caramelization. We created that cherry lambic sour ale glaze with black pepper and shallots, a little bit of stock and sugar. Brought that down. Those little bits of shallot have stuck to the top of the ribs while we put it in the broiler and got it extra sticky and delicious. I am like really excited about this. So we're gonna go ahead and plate these up, guys. We have our papaya salad, our papaya slaw that we put together. I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of set that down the middle of our plates. Oh, it's gonna be so good. And then these, oh my gosh, so easy to cut through. That great caramelization on top. And we are just gonna like lay these out. It is gonna be gorgeous. Boom. Actually, you know what we'll do is we'll stack these. We're gonna go like that. Guys, so good. I feel like these great flavors in combination and pairing with Burning Beard's Circle of Hops, a beautiful, excellently dry hopped San Diego Pale Ale, against the fattiness of these ribs, that little bit of acidity that pops through on the glaze, black pepper, shallot, the acidity and punch in that slaw that we did with the green papaya is going to be a fantastic pairing. It's going to feel like, I mean, the sun's out finally, we're getting some great weather. This is grilled food at its finest, finished off in the oven so that temperature is just perfect. We've got it nice and tender, and a pint of Burning Beard Circle of Hops. Can you be closer to heaven? I don't know. But that's where we're at right now, guys. A little bit of herb on top for color, green onion, chives, cilantro, whatever you got. And we're there, baby. Look at that. Dinner for two, from me to you. What do you say? Let's go. Cheers.